Hello, Facebook. Happy Thursday. Or maybe kind of Friday for me. I don't know if you guys have seen. I'm not actually sure if my assistants have posted it yet. But this is Friday for me. You guys, I'm not going live tomorrow. I got in on the wait list for the Stampin' Up event in Hobart, Indiana. So there is a demonstrator event happening tomorrow in Hobart, Indiana. I was on the wait list. I am not on the wait list anymore. They had a spot open for me. So I am going. All right. So this is my only live this week, you guys. I'm so sorry. Starting out with the first bit of housekeeping. We're live today with a cute little project for you. And I'm going to save the project I had for you for tomorrow for another day. Thank you for sharing, Connie. Hey, Connie, I'm glad you're here. Or no, and Corrine, sorry, I couldn't see it through the glare. Oh, got so many lights here. All right, we got Corrine and Joy here. Hello, you two. Thank you for jumping in with the comments right away. Then I know that everything's working good. Can you hear me now? Hello, YouTube. Michelle's here. Thanks, Michelle. Michelle says, caught you live. Yay. I'm glad you're here. Got a cute little project for you today and a little bit of housekeeping, some Q&A, and then we are going to get out of here for the week because I am going to Hobart, Indiana tomorrow for Stampin' Up's Demonstrator event. Is anybody else going to the Demonstrator event in Hobart, Indiana, or know anybody who is, because I got in on the wait list. So, hey Jan, hey Tony, thank you for liking and sharing. Hey Mimi, happy Thursday, everybody. I've got a challenge for you today for the Craft Social. We're going to make this sweet little box. It's highly inspired by the Whimsy Workshop. Have you guys seen the Whimsy Workshop? The Whimsy Workshop is our April tutorial. And if you haven't gotten that one for placing your orders in April, I'm sorry it was so late. You will be getting it this Friday, so tomorrow. So if you placed an order Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you will be getting your Whimsy Workshop on Friday. We're all caught up. It's now available in the store for purchase. If you didn't place an order to get the Whimsy Workshop, you can get the Whimsy Workshop in the kitchen table stamper store. I'm looking for my Whimsy Workshop right now so I can show it to you. I don't know where I put it. I got a mess going on around here. Let's see if I can find it. So if you're just joining me, this is going to be my only live this week, you guys. I have a event tomorrow. I'm going to Hobart, Indiana for the Stampin' Up! Demonstrator event. And so I'm canceling tomorrow's live. I don't know if we've posted it through social media yet. I know that I asked my team to do that, but I don't know if it's been done yet. All right, so this is Whimsy Workshop. It is a 4-project PDF class. 2 boxes, 2 cards, all based on the Whimsy Workshop Card Doodle, which is an exclusive sketch, and the Whimsy Workshop Twinkle Treat, which is an exclusive box. I do this with Angie Judah. We do it 2 ways, and then we share with you. So April 2025, if you placed an order in April, except for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or over the weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you should have this. If you don't, please let us know. We were late this month. We're kind of strategizing about May Whimsy Workshop and trying to get ahead of that one before the incentive trip. So hopefully we're getting back on track here. And this is available for purchase in the kitchen table stamper store if you're interested. But Friday, everybody who earned it in April should have gotten it. So if by the end of the week you don't have Whimsy Workshop and you should have gotten it for free for placing any size order, please let us know. We're going to have a new Whimsy Workshop in May featuring brand new May online exclusive and catalog products. All right. So this is April, available for purchase if you didn't order with us in the store. This is our project today, and it's highly inspired by that Whimsy Workshop tutorial. It's a very similar box. It's a completely different dimensions when it's finished, but I used the twinkle treat from the Whimsy Workshop and engineered a longer, narrower, shorter box. All right, so there's a great box in there, and of course, if you are so inclined, you can make it just how it is or modify it. This one is highly modified, and I am excited to share it with you guys today. All right, so let's see. Jan says, happy Thursday, everyone. And oh, Tony's on both platforms. Thanks, Tony. Let's see here. Jen says, love the Whimsy Workshop so much. It's awesome. This is what I learned from Whimsy Workshop. I learned this box and then adjusted it. So I hope you guys will enjoy this project today. Tony says, I got mine. Need a few minutes to work on some stuff. Oh, I know. I need a few minutes to work on some stuff too. All right. Everybody can hear me because you're talking to me about the Whimsy Workshop. I love it. I am looking for me on a different device just to make sure that I can keep the comments coming. And I've got a little bit of housekeeping. I want to talk to you guys about the In Color Club because we've gotten that nailed down now that Stampin' Up has made some announcements about cloud cover. So first, if you have not heard, cloud cover ink pads will not be available to customers. I'm sorry to say, it'll be a demonstrator item only. And let's see here. This is not my most current one. This is my most current one. Okay, let me give you guys, or look at my most current one. So what we've decided to do with In Color Club, you can get this flyer on the blog if you want to take a look at it. And if you're interested in joining us, just email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com and ask for the link to register. Let us know which level you want, and we'll send you a link to register, okay? So In Color Club, we meet once a month for 6 months, all right? Let's see here. This is the schedule in case you're considering it, and you will get this schedule upon there you go. And this schedule will be going out to everybody after the 5th when your payment is due for the first month or for your bundle In Color Club. All right, so we're going to meet for 6 months. We're going to build our In Color Buddies reference guide. So this is my reference guide. We did this last year too. So you'll get your reference guide in your first month packet with your book and your cover and your pages, your index pages. And then each month, after the first month, when you place your order of $35 or more, this is the monthly option, then you'll get your In Color Buddies reference guide pages for that month's color with the swatches. So then you'll build your swatch page, right? What we did last year was we built our swatch pages, and then we've made our notes about what other color combinations we liked with that In Color and tabbed the top so each page could be turned to. Now there's plenty of space for notes in your book, and there is also room in the back. We do a swatch ring for you. So you'll get the swatch ring in your last month. Anybody who joins for the monthly this weekend will also receive as my gift to them in their last month, besides their swatch book, for this month or this year's colors. So your swatch book will come like this. You'll put it together like this. You'll get the ring and the cards and the labels, and then you'll put it together. But you'll get your swatch book in the last month, and you also get an uninked Stampin' Spot and a cloud cover refill, my treat. But only if you've already registered for the monthly one and paid the link. Okay, so just know that that's the last month gift if you do all 6 months with us. All right, so anyways, that's where this little guide goes in the back of the book. So you'll have your little card stock ring so that when you're designing, you can grab out those colors and see how they look with some of the other colors in your collection really easy. Let's see, what do I want to tell you about in Color Club monthly? Okay, so monthly is 6 months. The first month we're going to meet in Zoom on June 5th, and we're going to do all the colors because your first month is $75, and it will include a packet mailed to you that has your beginning of your reference guide. It has the Stampin' Right markers, the 6x6 in color designer series paper, 1 pack of assorted cardstock, and the flat pearls. And we're just going to have fun with all the colors. We're going to get comfortable with them. We're going to talk about in Color Club. We're going to meet together and get to know each other and have a little Zoom chat. That'll be June 5th. Your order for the next month's club will be due June 12th. It has to be $35 or more before Stampin' Rewards, after tax and shipping. And then if you make that order, you will be invited to the June 3rd Zoom, where we'll feature Strawberry Slush and make a Stamp-A-Stack card class featuring the Sweet Jar bundle and the Floral Impressions Designer Series paper. Then your next online order of $35 or more will be due July 10th. If you make that order, you'll be invited to the July 31st in Color Club meeting. All right, so that's how basically how it works. The schedule will be posted pretty soon. $35 minimum order. Why did we do in Color Club this way? Well, for a couple of reasons. One, last year it was very, very hard to get things for people in their color that month. I was constantly sending Stampin' Blends with the next month. I was scrambling to get the ribbons. I was buying things like self-insuring things. It was so stressful because sometimes Stampin' Up! Didn't have what I needed. The other thing is that Pretty in Pink was a returning in color, and some people already had those things and found themselves with doubles. Strawberry Slush is a returning color, and we want you to have flexibility to get the items that you need from In Color Club. So if you have a Strawberry Slush ink pad from the last time it was around, or you have Strawberry Slush cardstock, and you don't want it that month, then you can choose anything you want, $35 or more. Okay, so that's, and then the other reason is too, when In Color Club was shipped to me and I packed it up and turned it around, there was another shipping charge associated with that shipping from me to you. So Stampin' Up! Had to ship it to me, we paid for that. I had to ship it to you, you paid for that. All right, so this is going to be a more economical way. You will get more product for your overall dollars doing it this way. And then the fourth reason why we did this is because Stampin' Rewards, you guys, have you signed into your account on Stampin' Up! Or created that account on Stampin' Up! And opted into the program? If you haven't, please do. You will get your Stampin' Rewards on your order. So you can have 10% of whatever you order for In Color Club deposited into your Stampin' Up! Online customer accounts. So you'll get your Stampin' Rewards, you'll get your gifts. Before, I had to try to split them all out between everybody, offer the free incentives, and that's not how it's going to work this time. You're going to only pay when shipping Stampin' Up! To you, not Stampin' Up! To me and then me to you. And you're going to get those 10% host rewards that you can use each month. You can roll them. That's why we say $35 after Stampin' Rewards and before tax and shipping at least. But you'll get to save the shipping costs and have those extra rewards to save or use each month. Okay, so this is our monthly In Color Club, and we are going to not only build this reference guide and learn about the colors and what colors work with the new In Colors and why they work with the In Colors, but each month we're also going to do a Stamp-A-Stack card class in the Zoom. So we're going to be featuring the Sweet Jar bundle, the Party Piggy bundle, Pretty Florals bundle, Gallery Blooms bundle, and Sunshine Vibes Dies with the More Message bundle. That's our agenda, and we'll get this out to you when you join for the In Color Club. Now, there's two options. So whether you join monthly or you join with a bundle, you're still invited to our monthly Zoom In Color meetings. So let's just take a quick peek at the bundle. And then you guys can let me know if you have any questions about how we're doing In Color Club. I don't think that anybody else does In Color Club like I do. So if you have questions, please pipe up. I want you guys to join and be a part of this. All right. Chance is so excited for In Color Club. Yay. I'm so excited for In Color Club with you, my friend. You always make it so much fun. Jan makes In Color Club even so much more fun. It's like a 2-for-1 because she's so creative. All right, so In Color Club bundle. So do you want it all at once right away? Then one of our bundle options is for you. And these are the finalized bundles now. We put out a flyer that had a bundle option, just the basics, with and without cloud cover ink. But now that we know that Stampin' Up! Will not have cloud cover ink pads for customers, only for demonstrators, while supplies last, just for demonstrators. And now that we know that the refill is going to be available, and I could put these bundles together with certainty now. So this is the revised one with the certain details. So if you want to get all your In Color stuff all at once, you want to just place one big order, but you still want to join us every month and talk about In Colors, learn what ones are their friends, the new In Color friends, make a stack of cards every month, enjoy the Zoom fellowship and creativity and crafting together, then this is an option for you. You can get everything all at once, so you don't have to wait, but then still join us every month for the 6 months and get all the benefits, okay? So you'll get the book, you'll get the swatch ring, you'll get the Stampin' Stack card class PDF, you'll get the Zoom passwords, you'll get everything that we're doing each month in Color Club, but you can have all your products right now. So just the basics is exclusive Color Buddies reference guide, 5 packs of cardstock, one of each color, 4 ink pads, excluding cloud cover, 5 spools of ribbon, all 5 in colors, 6x6 designer series paper and the new In Colors, and In Color flat pearls. If you do that option, it's $221. You're invited to all 6 of our events. You'll get all 5 Stampin' Stack card classes plus the PDF for June, which will be a little bit different. And you will get all those things, all those benefits, but $221 gets it all to you all at once. All right. And on top of that, we're going to do the Stampin' Right markers for free. So we're going to throw those in on top of that. Now, if you really want it all, you don't just want the basics, you want it all, you can do the I Want It All bundle. And that is all of the things that you see here, plus 5 ink refills, 5 sets of blends. We'll give you the free Stampin' Right markers and a free In Color two-tone cardstock sampler pack. All right, so that's the all-at-once bundle option. So check these things out on the blog, and there's a form you can fill out if you want to be included in Color Club right in the description below, or you can check it out on the blog. We'll be adding more and more information like this schedule very soon, okay? Hi, Mary Jo. I'm glad you're here today. This is what we're going to make. I hope that you're enjoying the sneak peeks of the In Colors that you're getting. We got a sneak peek before Stampin' Up! Announced the In Colors. The Strawberry Slush was coming back, and they kind of dropped that bomb with the On the Go designer series paper. You know, there was an online exclusive item. It's available in the store now. They released it before all the pre-order stuff, and we're all like, Azure Afternoon, Basic Black, Crushed Curry, good, Pumpkin Pie, Shy Shamrock, ooh, love Shy Shamrock, Strawberry Slush, what? Strawberry Slush. So we hadn't gotten the catalog, we hadn't gotten the pre-orders yet, we didn't, and there was Strawberry Slush. So we're gonna use the Strawberry Slush and the On the Go designer series paper and make this little box today. It holds 2 Giant Smarties. Okay, so all right, you guys, it's school themed and the treats are Smarties. How cute is that? I got the Giant Smarties rolls on Amazon. I've got a link for you in the description where you can get 18 of them. So you can make 9 of these little boxes if you wanted to send them for teacher appreciation. Very cute project. So that's what we're making today. Let me pop over here and find out how we're doing on comments in this on this side. Oh goodness, you guys. I'm on myself. I gotta get on my business page. I'm having a very hard time finding myself on this other device. Have you guys found me yet? Who's here? Say hello if you're here and watching. And if you've got any questions about In Color Club, would you please just pop them in the comments, because you're probably not the only one. And we're doing In Color Club 100% different this year, and very different from what anybody else is doing, I think, as far as I've known. So please pop up if you've got any questions. Stana says cute projects, but thank you very much. Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes, you guys. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday. I didn't do too much other than work really, really hard, because I'm not going to be live tomorrow. I got a waitlist spot on the Hobart, Indiana Stampin' Up! Demonstrator event. And so yesterday I worked really hard, like my regular work day, but then after that, I had my friend Katie over for a little bit, and she helped me make my swap cards for the demonstrator event. So I will be there, and I will be prepared with swaps. I don't think I've done a swap card in like 100 years. So it was fun. It was a fun way to spend a birthday. Me and Katie totally cranking so that I could have some swap cards ready for the event tomorrow. Is anybody going to the Hobart, Indiana Stampin' Up! Event? Know anybody who is going to the demonstrator event? Corian says, will a little Debbie cake fit in it? I don't think so, because it's 3/4 of an inch deep. It's not a very deep box. And so I think that most of the little Debbie cakes are too thick, like the cake is too thick, but it's also kind of a small box. What I can show you though really quick, so you can get a scale, is the little Debbie, like the twin wrap ones, the zebra cakes, or the ones that they do for fall, or these are the Easter ones. I just happen to have these in the kitchen table stamper pantry. This is a twin wrap cake compared to the size of this box, so that might give you some perspective. Let me put this here so we don't have so much glare, but they're definitely, so if you're looking at like the zebra cakes or these, holiday ones that they do, the twin wrap, the box is narrower, shorter, and not quite. I think that this would need 1 1/8, 1 1/4 box. I have a twin wrap cake on the blog, but it's a bigger box than this. So not this kind anyway. The brownie maybe, because it's thin, but I don't think this box is wide enough for the little Debbie brownies. Good question. I love those questions. Hey, Joy. That new Mother's Day cake I think will fit. Ooh, I don't know a Mother's Day cake. I think I need to go look at the little Debbie display in my grocery store. Okay. So that is... All right, that is that. If you're just joining us, we're making a cute little teacher appreciation box, a little thank you with Giant Smarties. Fits 2 rolls of Giant Smarties. And I made this box specifically to fit these. If you find what else fits, it's our favorite game to play in the Craft Social. And with that lead in to the Craft Social, this is our challenge this week. So if you are so inclined, you have time to make this box with your Stampin' Up! Supplies or any time, of course, but for Prize Patrol between now and May 6th, we're going to put a challenge up on the Craft Social. You'll see a picture of these boxes like this, and we want to see your treat boxes. Make it with any Stampin' Up! Supplies, current or retired, for any theme. Let us know what else fits in the box if you use a different treat. You'll find the challenge post on the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social, and you can just share a picture of your box and any information that you'd like us to know about it. And then if you do that between now and Tuesday the 6th, you will be considered for Prize Patrol. Now, the challenges, we have hundreds of them on the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Socials. You can play the challenges anytime, but the current challenge for this week, starting today, is make this treat box. A couple of things about the Craft Social. Number 1, Stampin' Up! Supplies, primarily or only. That's what brings this community together, and that's what we are inspiring each other based on. Stampin' Up! Supplies. Retired, current is great. Please do not link away from the craft social. It doesn't matter where you're linking to, just don't link away. It's a place to stay and play. That's how we build community. So please don't link away from the craft social. Don't promote yourself, any other crafting company, or any other demonstrator. What that means is don't come into the craft social and tell me about any other blog, website. No business watermarked photos are allowed. If you need to give credit for inspiration, please do. But we talk about people in the craft social, not businesses. So don't promote anybody else or yourself. And yeah, I think that's it. Are those our rules, Jan? Did I miss a rule? Anyway, my fantastic team of moderators and myself have worked really hard to build the craft social and make it what it is. So just please consider that if you come and participate. We love new participants. We love to see what you're making. We want you to come and be a part of our community and inspire and be inspired. Okay, so our challenge is make this box this week. Let's see, paper sampler. So we talked about In Color Club. The meeting dates are June 5th, July 3rd, July 31st, August 28th, September 25th, and October 23rd. They will all be 2 p.m. on Thursday. It'll be alternating this challenge live on social media and then the Zoom for In Color. So there's alternating weeks at this time spot. All of these will be recorded and shared, just like you can catch the replay if you can't catch me live Thursday at 2 for this event. All right, now, In Color Club can go aside. For the paper sampler, you guys, we have a regular paper sampler with the sketch like we have been doing. You guys love the sketches, and I love to make them up for you. So we are doing it based on the sketches again. I'm looking for my flyer because unfortunately I had 2 In Color Club flyers. So let me send a paper sampler flyer and we'll talk about it. All right, I'm going to talk about paper sampler in just a minute. Let me get in here and let me get in here. All right, so paper sampler is coming. It's going to be sketches 16, 17, and 18. So if you've been keeping up with our sketches and our sampler and sketch series, you can absolutely get in now and keep your laminated sketches up to date. So I don't have the printed flyer. I just pulled it up so I could look at it. Your just the paper sampler will be $38, and it includes a quarter pack of the 6x6 and 6x12 designer series papers from the annual catalog and May online exclusives. That's it. Nothing else. No sketches, no ribbon, no embellishments, no PDFs, no nothing. Just the paper. We have paper plus PDF sketches. So the sampler plus the PDF sketches includes the designer series papers from the new catalog, the May online exclusives, plus basic beige classic ribbon and strawberry slush and pretty and pink gems. Those are the embellishments that we'll use to make the cards throughout the series. So you'll get a quarter pack of all the papers, you'll get one of each full-size embellishment, and a PDF that includes all of the kitchen table stamper shortcut card sketches number 1 through 18. You can store it digitally or print it for yourself. The third option for our sampler is Concierge, which includes everything the PDF sampler includes. So you can get the PDF, the quarter pack of each paper, the basic beige ribbon and the strawberry slush, pretty and pink gems, and sketches 16, 17, and 18 laminated for you so you can just pop them in your book. All right, so that's our sampler options. We have 2 add-on options. The add-on options are the 6x6 designer series paper sampler pack. It is 10 pieces each of all the 6x6 designer series In Color brights, neutrals, regals, subtles, papers. All right, so that one is add-on number 1. And then add-on number 2 is the ultimate 2-tone cardstock sampler pack. That one is 1 6x12 sheet of every 2-tone cardstock. So 54 colors, 54 6x12 sheets. You can add that onto your sampler. Now, if you go with the sampler, add-on number 1, the 6x6 designer series paper, and add-on number 2, the two-tone cardstock, you can take $10 off, and we're going to give you a free gift of Irresistible Designs and Flower Garden Foils sampler pack, okay? So that's how our sampler is working, and the details for that are on the blog too. We're taking signups for this through May 5th, and if you need a link to register and pay, just email us, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com, okay? All right, Jan says I got all the rules for Card Club for Cool People. Okay, good. Thank you, Jan. Jan loves the card sketches. If you're not familiar with what those look like, let me show you that. Shortcut card sketches. So you, if you get the PDF, you're going to get the binder cover page, so you can print it and make your own binder if you want to. The shortcut card sketches are available on the blog. You can just download these. 1 through 15 are there right now. What we do for our concierge level paper sampler people is we laminate them and hole punch them, so you can put them in your binder at home. They're already ready to go for you. But we have 15 card sketches. I like to put some of the project sheets from my blog that use that sketch for inspiration in my binder too. So I build myself my own binder. And then let's see here. Where's our last couple? I'm trying to get to like 13, 14, 15. Okay, so 13, 14, 15, those were the ones that we just did in the last. And then 16, 17, 18 are coming with this new paper sampler, and that's the thing. So now PDF option will include 1 through 18 with the printable cover, a PDF document that you can store or print. The concierge level will have the PDF document and the 3 newest sketches laminated. Okay, is that clear? All right, does anybody have any questions about Paper Sampler or In Color Club? Who's going to join us? It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait till I can get all the products, you guys. All right, so I am going to do a little stamping, but I'm going to look through the comments while I'm setting up here. Elena says, have you sent out the Paper Sampler payment emails? I can't find mine. We sent it the 29th, so 2 days ago. Just send me an email, would you, really quick? Marissa@kitchentablestamper.com, and I'll send you the links. Tell me which levels you want too. I'll just send you the links you want instead of the whole thing. But yeah, it went out to our email subscribers on the 29th of April. It will go out again. And let's see here, probably Monday. What is Monday? Monday is the 5th. Yeah, so it'll definitely go out again on Monday the 5th. But email me if you need the links. Let's see here. Oh, you guys, I almost said it and then didn't. Tomorrow and Saturday, 2nd and 3rd of May, double Stampin' Rewards. So when I was telling you, sign into your account, opt into the Stampin' Rewards, or create your account and opt into the Stampin' Rewards, you want to go ahead and do that, because we're going to use it for the monthly In Color Club, so get ahead of yourself. And then if you want to shop up any of the last chance deals or anything that you need from Retiring In Colors, or if there's anything that you still need cardstock before the price goes up, get in there tomorrow and Saturday, 2 days only, double Stampin' Rewards. That's 20%, you guys. Stampin', the host rewards only went to 16%. So it's a really great time to place the order for those things that you need anyway, or might want to refill or grab at a lower price before the increases. All right, so take a look at your stock and get stocked up the rest of the way before the new catalog on basics and stuff. Check out the last chance list and get double Stampin' Rewards. I'm going through my Stampin' Blends is what I'm doing with double Stampin' Rewards. Just one of the things I'm doing with double Stampin' Rewards, and checking my Stampin' Blends and ordering and new Stampin' Blends packs for any that are starting to get a little dry. So that's one of the things I'm doing to take advantage. I'm also going to grab some envelopes and a couple other things that I need. Why not get them with 20% back deposited into my account? It's a really nice time to shop. Christina says, hello everyone, hope you all are having a blessed day. That's so good. Me too, Christina. I hope you're having a blessed day. Elena says for the paper sampler. I signed up 2 days ago for the paper sampler on your web page. Did you just fill out the Woo form with your name and email? Because those emails went out the same day. Those went out the 29th too. Let me just go into afterwards and resend you the email. Hold on, I got to write it down though, because otherwise I'll start working on the blog post for this project. I'll forget. So yes, those went out too. If you filled out the request form, we sent an email with the links to pay. Send Elena paper sampler links. Just the paper sampler or in color too, Elena? All right. If anybody else wants them, email me, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. All right. Thank you for emailing me. All right. Let me look over on the Facebook and show you this. So I did some stamping ahead because we're going to paper piece this and make it multiple color. Oh, strawberry cream and delicious. The Mother's Day cake. Mother's Day cake are lemon and strawberry flavor. Huh? A long single cake. Corinne, I got to go to Target because my dog loves these treats that my friend Katie brought for him. I'm going to be looking for the Mother's Day cake. Oh my gosh, you totally put me on a rabbit trail mission. All right, so you didn't have to watch me switch colors again and again on this because I prefer to stamp it in multiple colors and then paper piece it back together. If you prefer to take your Stampin' Right markers and color the different areas with them, then do that, okay? I'm not fast enough. And then on live, I talk too much too. All right, Shy Shamrock, Azure Afternoon, Crushed Curry, Crumb Cake. All right, so I did those stamping. Now I've got my strawberry slush here, and I'm going to stamp one more pencil and one more backpack. Okay, and then we're going to rearrange these. Oh my gosh, I can't stop thinking about going to get the Mother's Day cake. Okay, calm down. Everybody just calm down. We're stamping backpacks. That's what we're doing. We're not going to buy Mother's Day cakes until we're done stamping backpacks. Maybe after I pick up Gideon from school. All right, so we've got 3 backpacks, 3 pencils, and we are going to arrange them to make this adorable multicolor backpack and multicolor pencil. I'm going to get my scissors and we'll put those together. Hey, Mary Jo, I'm glad you're here. This can go out of the way for now, but just for a second because we still have to stamp our little tag. While I'm cutting and rearranging, it's a great time for any questions that you have about Paper Sampler and Color Club. Are you guys excited for new products? I am. I'm having fun with current stuff though too. I love this on the go stuff. The backpack and the pencils came from the School Days stamp set. Maybe you guys have seen, I did the School Days stamp set and made a really cute little gift card holder. I'll show you that one after we're done. But right now I'm just going to take the yellow barrel, so crushed curry, and I'm cutting the barrel off. And then I have my crumb cake one. And I'm going to, on my strawberry slush pencil, I'm going to cut just the eraser off. Now here is a trick for you with this little eraser. So we're gonna cut it. So I just lobbed it off, and then now to get around it, because it's so small, I'm gonna pinch it between my fingers, and I'm going to turn the paper in the scissors. See, I'm just turning that paper and cutting as I turn, and there's the little eraser. So pretty simple. Turn the paper, not the scissors. It makes it easier to cut out. And we're going to take our crumb cake pencil and put a dab of glue on the eraser and a little streak of glue on the barrel. I'm going to drop the barrel onto the pencil. And then I'm going to grab my take your pick tool, and I'm going to remove the pick end, put the cap on the spatula end. I'm going to take the cap off of the putty end. I'm going to pick up the eraser with the putty end, put it where I want it on the pencil, and then I'm going to take the pick end and I'm going to hold it there while I take the putty away. And there is our pencil. Got, see, I mean, really quick and really cute. Little black Stampin' Right, add some graphite at the end, and then we're going to trim it out. And it's a super simple shape to trim, so I'm pretty happy with this. In fact, I also think it's so stinking cute. I could make these all day long just for fun because they're easy and they're fast and they're really stinking cute. Now, of course, you could just color the one end with the crumb cake marker, the other end with your strawberry slush marker, and then the barrel with your crushed curry marker and stamp fast. But I'm not fast. I'm actually a little pokey. All right, so there's our pencil. And then our backpack, we're going to cut out the, no, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do the shamrock one again. We're going to cut out the shamrock one. And I like to leave a little white border. I don't like to cut directly on the edge because then if you miss a little or you have a wobbly cut or you're a little flat on one side or you're a little shaky on the other side, it really shows. But if you do a little white border, people's eye are looking at the edge of the backpack. They're looking at the artist's work, not at your work in cutting it out. So, all right, from our strawberry slush, we're going to cut off the pockets. So on the white line, just cut out both of these little pockets. I love strawberry slush. What's your favorite new in color? Have you seen them all? What's your favorite new in color? If you've got one, leave it in the comments. I'm not sure. It kind of shifts daily, but I'm pretty fond of Timid Tiger. You guys, I really do like it. I felt left out of strawberry slush the first time around with Coastal Cabana and the baked brown sugar, those in colors. That palette just really appealed to me. I forget what the other ones were that year, but so I had felt like I missed out. So I really like strawberry slush because I feel like I get to have it where I didn't have the opportunity before. If you guys didn't know about me, I've been in the industry for a while and I was working for other stamp companies at the time. So my Stampin' Up orders would be usually one really big one, about $500 a year during celebration. And I just got some of the things that I really, really loved, mostly tools. And so I never really collected the inks or papers or colors like that. I wanted more of the things that would last forever, like favorite stamp sets, or you guys remember the hamburger box die? I got the hamburger box die. You know, things that I could use with any supplies and would last as long as I craft, which will be forever. I'll paper craft as long as the good Lord allows, right? All right, so I did the details out of Azure Afternoon, the pockets out of Strawberry Slush, and the backpack out of Shy Shamrock. And hey, YouTube, somebody say something, because I don't know if you guys are just really quiet or if my comments aren't rolling. So let me know in the comments if anybody's there. Are you there? Because I'm not seeing any comments over there. And I want to know. I want to know what's your favorite in color. I want to know your questions about In Color Club. I want to know. I want to know the stuff. Oh, you guys are on the Mother's Day cakes. The Mother's Day cakes are 1 by 1 by 4.5. This is 3/4 by 1 3/4. 3/4 by 1 3/4 by 4.5. So you could totally do this template if you made your 4.5. No, because of the 11 inches. I'll show you in just a minute when I show you the template. I don't think that this box would work because you'd have to get an extra 1/4 of an inch for the bottom and an extra 1/4 of an inch for the top. And on the 11-inch side, we don't have that. You'd have to use 12 by 12 paper. If you did 12 by 12 paper and you made 11.5, by 3 3/4, you could use this template for that cake, I think. But I digress. All right, let's get these pockets on these. Let's get these pockets on this backpack. So we're gonna do the exact same thing, only just a little bit bigger scale. We're gonna take our pockets and put some glue right on the pocket. Pick up the pink, and then pick up the pink. Then we'll pick up the pocket details. Just a little bit of glue there, and pick up the details. Now, did that just not totally come to life, you guys? Did the pencil not totally come to life with a little bit of paper piecing on the backpack too? So when you see this one and you're like, don't underestimate it, because with just a little bit of color, it really comes to life. It's a very good basic images for either the teachers or students in your life. The backpack is great for little travel things too. So here's another project that we made with the school days. This one's a little gift card pocket, and this one's already on the blog at kitchentablestamper.com. All right, so the belly band removes, pop up, and there's a little pocket here for a gift card. All right, so that's my school days. This is an online exclusive that's currently available. But see what I mean? Add a little bit of multicolor to that apple, and it just really brings it alive. And the backpack too. Cute, cute stamp set, Stampin' Up. Love it. All right, now let's go ahead, since we have our Stampin' Pierce mat, and thank you. Got a sneak peek for you here. This little oblong tag that I have my greeting on, it's from the More Messages die. So here's the oblong, and here's the die. This one is an online exclusive that'll be available in May, and it is a bundle. There is a More Messages stamp set, or it's a stamp. It's not a set. It's one stamp, like a background stamp, and then you put this die and you cut out all those greetings at one time. Really cool. But if you feel like, I don't really need all those greetings, I have plenty. Don't overlook the die. So what I did was I took the die and I ran it through a few times, maybe 3-4 times, and put the little pieces in a bag inside the stamp set, right? So now when I'm creating, I can just shuffle through and say, okay, I've got a greeting, where does it fit? So not only do you get the little oblong that I put the whole in and made a tag, but you also get a kind of wide one and a little narrow one. There's these, I don't know what those are called, parallelograms. Is that what they are when the two sides run at parallel lines? Rhombus, what's the difference? I was making fun of myself when I was recording the video, but there's different sizes of that shape, kind of a angle end banner, and then there's different sizes of the chicken lips banner. I love this. This big one can go that way or that way if you've got greeting that's some stacked words, and then there's another small one or another smaller one like that that can go either way. Love this. And so I just keep them in the bag, keep them either with my white cardstock or in the stamp case if you get the stamps. And you've got little shapes for all your word adding needs. And of course you can use the More Messages stamp set. Let me show you this. I didn't show this on the video. I should have. So you can use it with the stamp set. And the stamp is one. This is coming July. Don't rush it now. Slow down. This is coming on May 6th. So you can see what the greetings look like that go with it. It's one single stamp. I've lost my stamp. We're featuring it in the June card club for cool people. So it's out and about somewhere here. Let me see. I'm going over here to look, and then if I don't find it here, I'm going to give up and just let the die chart be the guide. All right, so that's it. But it is one big background stamp. Oh, I can't find the box for it, but here's the stamp. So it's one big greeting stamp. You stamp it and then you die cut it with the one big die, or just get the die and have all the little pieces for all the set stamps that you already have, all the greetings you already have. Have you guys seen this one yet? How do you feel about that? Is it on your wish list? It was the first thing I put in my cart. All right, so that's the more messages. And we're going to stamp our thank you with Memento ink on the left side of this tag. Jan says, yes, that's a parallelogram. Jan, how do you know that? I don't even know where I came up with that. I was just like taking a spitball there. Favorite in color. Timid Tiger says, Kathy. I think that one's mine too. But it has shifted and it will shift, I think, as I use them, especially as I'm going through In Color Club crafting. But I think I'm pretty in love with Timid Tiger. It's not as bossy as Pumpkin Pie, so I'm finding it a little bit easier to use. Let's see, Secret C. Jan says it depends on the day too. Should Secret C for now. What's your favorite in color? Hey, Melanie, I'm glad you're here. Let's see. Corey says, sorry, just thought if they fit in this box, it would be so cute. No, Corey, you don't understand. That's like our favorite game to play. Ask Jan, like the craft social game we play is what else fits? And so now, but I am on a mission now. I'm going to go try to find those cakes. But yeah, you don't even apologize. I love it. The interaction is what makes this fun for me. This is my favorite time of the week. This is my favorite part of my job is this, when we get to interact like this. So don't be sorry. Thank you for the heads up. Melanie says, so thank you, Marissa. So inspired. I'm glad you're inspired. Oh gosh, that's it. Isn't that a good feeling? Isn't it a good feeling when somebody makes you feel like stamping? That you make me feel like dancing. You know that song? Every time I scroll through the craft social, that song goes through my head, but instead of you make me feel like dancing, it's you make me feel like stamping. Okay, enough of that. I love that feeling. Patty Weed, I got a cute card from you, my friend. Thank you. Oh gosh, I should really get better at like having a mailbag or something. Thank you, you guys who are sending me the most beautiful cards. I love it. I'm so grateful. You make my day. Really, really lift me up. So thank you. Thank you, everybody. One of these days I'll get organized. Don't take that too seriously. One of these days I'll get organized and I'll share. Thank you when you guys send me cards. I love it. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pop back on to YouTube and see. No, I don't see any comments, YouTube. Let me try one more. I got my other device open too because I'm not ignoring you. I love you guys. Let's see here. Oh yeah, you guys are just talking up a storm and I'm missing it all. I hate it. Why can't both devices work right? Linda says hello from Manitoba. Hello, Linda. I'm glad you're here. Margaret says hello from Bloomington, Illinois. Jamming my 80s and making cards and watching you. That sounds like a good way to spend a gray day. And Margaret loves strawberry and tiger. Me too. Strawberry Slush was definitely one I felt like I missed out on. I'm glad it's back. Pam says we're here. Hi, Pam. Let's see here. Christina says, I'm here. I was going to watch the replay, but the bread can burn. Proof I'm paper crafting obsessed. Me too. Let the bread burn. Is it sourdough? Maybe don't let the bread burn. I don't know. Cliffy says, hello, still sitting in the chemo chair, trying not to disturb my neighbors. I forgot my headphones. Grr. All right, we'll keep it down, Cliffy. I'm glad that we can be here with you, my sweet friend. Oh, man. Christina says, prayers going up for you. Get through dialysis watching the videos, too. I used to get through dialysis watching the videos, too. Oh, you guys are warriors. Let's see here. Jan says that more messages is on her wish list. Joyce knows. Joyce says I already got it from the past same thing. The one that cuts all the little greetings. Yep, I skipped on that one, and that's why I could not skip on more messages. I kind of had non-buyer's remorse, Tony. And so when I saw more messages, I jumped right on it. So if you're like me and you didn't get the last one that did all the messages, get this one. Because, yeah, non-buyer's remorse is no fun. Lynn's favorite is cloud cover. It's beautiful. While I'm getting my Stampin' Simply Scored tool, I'm going to just give you a quick update on cloud cover since that's Lynn's favorite color. Just in case you missed it, you haven't heard yet, cloud cover ink pads will not be available to customers. But, you guys, there is a join promotion. And if supplies last on cloud cover and you're not a demonstrator, you want a full-size ink pad, join and get it. You cannot put it in a starter kit, though. But there will not be any full-size ink pads. It turns out that the ink and the foam, chemicals in the ink and chemicals in the foam, react and change the color of the ink. So Stampin' Up! Says get the uninked spot and the refill. The refill will be available, and make yourself a Stampin' Spot with it. That's what we're going to do with our In Color Club. Okay, so the Stampin' Spot refill method is where we're going to go with In Color Club. I'm still debating whether when they make the pads available to demonstrators, if I'll get one or not. I don't really want the color to shift. One of the things I love most about Stampin' Up! Is that the colors coordinate. Not even coordinate. The colors in a color match. The colors in a family coordinate. Stampin' Up! Is very good at keeping a good match between the cardstock and the ink, the designer series paper and the cardstock. I mean, look at that. Look at the designer series paper cardstock match. Look at the way the strawberry slush ink matches. I mean, they match. And so I don't know if I'm going to take advantage of the demonstrator only cloud cover ink pad. I think I'm going to go with the spot refill method, but cloud cover won't be available in an ink pad. I'm sorry to share that news, but I'm glad we have a definitive answer from Stampin' Up! That makes me very happy. All right, so our box today is 11 by 3 3/4. So you can get 2 of these out of a page, or you can get 2 of these in a card. And what I want to show you is if you want to do a matching box and card, do your 3 3/4 off of one side of your cardstock and then cut 4 1/4 off and score your 4 1/4 by 11 at 5 1/2, and then you'll have a matching card and box. Okay, so you can get either a card and a box out of one sheet, or you can get 2 boxes out of one sheet. 11 by 3 1/4. Now in the video I said 11 by 3 3/4, and I didn't realize it until after editing, so I left it. So look at the template, look at the project sheet. If you're watching the video, the recorded video, sorry. I'm a person, not a machine. I just shook my head and said, you know what? Done is done and good enough is good enough. And I hope you all still love me anyway. But we're going to start this on the 3 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score both 3 1/4 inch sides at 3/4 of an inch. See how I could have gotten that wrong? 3 1/4 inch side at 3/4 of an inch. Rotate to the other 3 1/4 inch side at 3/4 of an inch. All right, then we want to rotate to the right and score at 4 1/2, 5 1/4, zoom down to 9 3/4, and 10 1/2. All right, so that's our box, and we'll get the bone folder, work it with the bone folder, and cut it out according to the template. All right, now I need a bone folder. Has anybody seen my bone folder? Here we go. The other thing about the recorded video, so I always do a recorded video, so in case you don't want the chit chat, you just want the recorded video, then you can check it out. But my little doggy did his first video appearance. As I was recording the video, the mailman came up and he barked a good one right as I was talking, so there was no way to edit it out. So I think it's very, very funny. It's like a new a new life for me. I've never had dog. I've never had a dog my whole life. Never had a cat, never had a dog. Now we got Banjo, and he barked right in the video, and I was like, oh well. And then I watched the video before I put it on YouTube and saw that I said 3 3/4 by 11 instead of 3 1/4 by 11. And I was like, yeah, I hope people will still love me anyway. Miriam says, hello, everyone. Hello, Miriam. Let's see. What are the score lines again? Score at 3/4 on both 3 1/4 inch sides. And there'll be a printable project sheet for this. So you can just grab the directions if you want to. You don't have to write them down. You can print them off. It'll be there in a few. And then once you scored both of the 3/4 inch sides, so 3/4, rotate 3/4, then rotate again to the right, score at 4 1/2, 5 1/4, 9 3/4, 10 1/2. And then with the 2 scores in your right hand, you're going to cut down 2 score lines, angle cut to remove the score line, and then cut this little rectangle off the end. Then do the same thing, go 1 score line to the right, cut down 2 score lines, angle cut, and then cut off this little rectangle right here. So that's the tuck tab. Then down here, you're going to cut straight on this long rectangle. So you go down 1 more score line from your tuck tab, and then cut out the score line. And then I use my angle cut on the square and my straight cut on the rectangle just to get that scored paper out of there. It'll make a neater bottom on your box. So straight on the long rectangle and angle on the square. And remove that score line too. All right, so there's our little box. I'm going to round the corners on the tuck flap. You can, if you want to, just give it a little angle cut. It'll close easier that way. But I like the finish of rounding the tuck tab. All right, let's see here. Donna, hey, thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. That's how I make new friends. Let's see here. Jen says, I'll try the measurement with 3 3/4 to see if the little Debbie cake fits in then. Yeah, if you did it 3 3/4 wide, but the problem is you need 1 inch, so you'll need 1 inch at the bottom too, Jan. Check it out for us. Didn't I tell you guys? I just told you guys when we were talking about In Color Club that ever since Jan's kind of come along on the Craft Social and moderating and helping out in Kitchen Table Stamper, it's like you get 2 for 1. She's an amazing woman, so creative. You got to check out her alternative projects when we have challenges and when we do card club stuff. And yeah, check that out and let us know. If you do an extra 1/4 inch here and here, you need a 12-inch paper, unless you can make a shorter box, because this is 4 1/2. If you could do it 4 1/4, then you don't need. Then you can still use 11-inch paper. Picking up what I'm putting down there, Jan? All right, let's do our designer series paper. Now, I use these location things, awesome, with the little hearts. Some of the little location arrows are circles, and the other ones are hearts. I love that. And then here's a beautiful strawberry slush plaid. Those are from On the Go designer series paper. I've got 4 pieces. These are all 4. Don't trust me. I gotta get a ruler. That's why I put it on the project sheet. And these are all 4 1/4 by, so 4 1/4 by, got it? 4 1/4 by 1 1/2 and 4 1/4 by 1/2. 2 of each. And glue. Let's see here. I love how you guys are greeting each other. That's fantastic. And as for my YouTube, guess what, YouTube? I am going to close out of YouTube and I'm going to try to get back on there because I would love to be talking with you guys, but YouTube is not cooperating over here. Let's glue while that loads. All right, so this is not a directional pattern, which I'm so glad for. And we are going to put the front on here and the back. See, I had a directional pattern in the one that I did on the blog, so I didn't want to think about if each one was going to be on the right side and end up right side up. So I just put the front one on. If I had a directional paper, again, that's what I would do, because I don't want to worry about is each one going to end up right. But if you don't have a directional paper, you can put all the things on first. And what you want to do is put the 3 pieces, 1/2 inch, and then the wide one, and then the 1/2 inch on this panel in between the score lines, because then the tabs go to the back, and then your box will be completely decorated with designer series paper. So this guy goes towards you, these 3 get paper, and this one. All right, and I'm going to try to scribble a little bit on here quick and get those in there. All right, let's see. Live chat. No, totally frozen. Totally frozen. Useless device. But I can still pop over to here and look. Let's see here. Are they going to correct the cloud cover blends? I don't think they needed to be corrected, because, and they didn't have to correct the refill. They didn't have to correct the Stampin' Up! Right markers, because the ink is stable by itself. It's the ink plus the foam ink pad, the foam stamp pad, that was the problem. There's a chemical reaction, they say, going on between those 2 things. So all of other cloud cover products should be released. And that is exciting. I'm very excited to have the cloud cover blends, and even the refill to put in the foam pad, or in the felt pad. So the Stampin' Spots are felt pads, where our full-sizing pads are foam pads. So as long as you put the ink on a felt pad, I'm actually going to order one from Amazon too, a larger felt pad, so that I can try to get myself a little bit bigger. What's the cloud cover ink pad? I'm hoping that it works out nicely, because I really do want a large size pad. So I'm going to look for a felt, uninked felt. I have a lovely friend who sent me a link to one that she recommends. So I'm going to grab it off of eBay, or off of Amazon. And if I like it, I will share with you guys the information. So be on the lookout for a felt pad that you can put your re-inker on, if you don't want just the Stampin' Spot size. All right, I'm cutting a thumb notch, and then I'm going to put this together. Let's see here. Tony says Banjo wanted to have his own video appearance. He sure did. He's in his crate next to me. He's getting some crate training. And so every time I see his name, he looks up at me like, what? Because I've got him crate training in my office with me. He's a rescue, and he was, according to the foundation, he was treated mean by his original owners. By the behavior of this dog, I would not say that he was treated mean. I would say that he was quite abused, actually. And so he is my shadow. Everywhere I go, he goes, and he's doing really good with the kids. He's still a little fearful of my husband. So we're working with him, and I'm loving him through it. But I keep him in the office with me, and we're just working on his crate's a safe place for him. And but he's here, and he's listening. And every time I say Banjo, he lifts up his head. He's so sweet. All right, so I'm going to. I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, you guys. I was too busy talking about Banjo and not paying attention to what I was doing. All right. Do you see what I just did? I put the glue on the wrong tab. I put the paper on the wrong tab too is my problem. Looky look, I did. How do I want to deal with this? Well, it's easy how we're going to deal with this. All right, so if you do as I did and not as I say, you're going to have to swap around so that your box opens to the back. But that's okay, because sometimes we want that anyway. All right, don't cringe. Nobody's going to see it. I got to take my tear and tape off. All right, so I put my adhesive or my paper on the wrong side for having the box open in front. I put it on the sides for having the box open in back, which I wouldn't muddy the waters with if I didn't just do it. The nice thing about this template is depending on where you put the designer series paper, it can open in the front or it can open in the back. These open in the front because I put the designer series paper here. These will open in the back because I put the designer series paper here. All right, so let's lift this guy up and stick them here since they're already sticky. And then we're going to put some tear and tape adhesive here. And then my box is going to open to the back. So it's okay. Watch the video if you want to see how I did the other one. But I like when you have the option to open to the front or the back. So when a template allows for that, I get excited anyways. But I don't usually talk about how you can do either way because I feel like it becomes too complicated. But since I did this one with the designer series paper across these sides, what you want to do is bring that around and you got your little tuck tab box. But because the seams come to this side, this is the back of your box now for this one. This will be the back of our box. So pretty simple switch, but it depends on what look you want. So that's my little box. That's with it open to the back because the seams go to the back. And then this one is with it open to the front because the seams go to the back this way. All right, so you can do that either way. I usually don't talk about that. I just notice it as I'm making things because I feel like it becomes confusing. But if you don't care, then put your paper anywhere. But if you do want it to open to the front or the back, then put the 1/2 inch pieces as you want it to open. Or put it together and then put the side pieces on if you're not sure which ones to get. All right. I've got my Giant Smarties here. Let me grab those guys and put them in. My son says to me, you know what, Mom? I know I told you that I think I'm too old to bring treats to my teachers. He goes, but this year I changed my mind. Can you make me some? So that's what we're doing here is we're making some treats for him to bring to his teachers. He's in 10th grade, so in 9th grade and in 8th grade, and in 7th grade, he was too old. But in 10th grade now, he's not too old again. Mary says, hey, Marissa, I was going to ask you to recommend the white Stampin' foam pad to use as a refill, but it sounds like there's some chemical reaction between the ink and the foam pad. That's it. So stay away from the white. A lot of banter has gone around, and it was actually something that we contemplated in the office here. Jan and Joyce and I were talking about it, and wouldn't the white Stampin' pad, because it comes uninked, be perfect for that? Because then you get a full-size pad. Don't do it, because it's the foam pad, some of the chemical component, the foam pad, and some chemical component in the ink that's causing the ink to discolor. So get yourself a Stampin' Spot if you want to get it all from Stampin' Up, or if you join the In Color Club monthly this month, or if you join the In Color Club monthly this weekend, so between now and Sunday night, I'm going to give all my monthly In Color Club members that join now as an incentive in their 6th month, so they have to join now and stay for 6 months. But if you join now and stay through the 6 months of In Color Club, I'm going to give you the Stampin' Spot and the Cloud Cover re-inker in your last month, just as a little thank you gift, along with your swatch ring. The other option, though, is there are felt pads out there that are not Stampin' Up that you could use your cloud cover re-inker in. And I'm going to check out an option that was recommended by a friend, Mimi. Mimi Carter's here, and she recommended one that she's personally used in the past. She was a librarian, and so she's like, I know what to do. I was like, thank you, my friend. But I've ordered it, and we'll see how we like it. All right, so I'm layering my tags. These tags were hand cut from the tag page of On the Go Designer Series paper. Showed you guys this one earlier. So the Designer Series paper and the tags are both from the same one. And I'm going to make this a real tag with that 1/8 inch circle punch. I just had that 1/8 inch circle punch. Are you guys ready for it? I know you guys hear this every single time, but I cannot believe the big mess I've made just hanging out with you guys today. Let's do a 1/4 inch. Let's do a 1/4 inch. Let's do a 1/4 inch circle punch. There we go. So I'm going to punch my tag. Nancy says, we rescued a Great Dane whose owner took him to the forest preserve and let him run free, then left him. I wanted to name him Shadow because he's always followed me around. Right? That's exactly what this dog does. He won't let me out of his sight. And then, so we went from the original family or the original owner to a neighbor. The neighbor couldn't deal with it because there was an older dog in the house. So that neighbor gave it up to a kill shelter. The kill shelter reached out to the Buddy Foundation and said, hey, we got this border collie and we just can't imagine putting him down. He's just too awesome. And that's how we got Banjo, but he does not leave my side. Most of the time he's on my feet. All right, so I wrapped the box, put the tags on. It looks good. I have enough ribbon. I'm going to thread my thank you tag on there. I had to make sure I had enough ribbon because last time I used way too much. You guys watch the recorded video. Don't notice how much ribbon I threw away because I made it too long. All right, so we're going to thread that on there. And I was thinking of taking one of my older felt pads not used and reuse it. That would totally work, Nancy. And if you have an older felt pad that had a light color in it, one of the old Stampin' Up, just wash it out until it runs completely clear. Wash that pad and put your cloud cover on it. What are you going to get for trying? You know, it should work just fine. And if not, you just use a little re-inker, but it should work as long as you clean out the old color that you didn't want. There's our tag ensemble. I think that is a great suggestion. So if you got a felt one, if it was a light color you don't use, wash it out. Add the cloud cover inker. I'm so glad we're getting the re-inker because it will allow us to have a stamp, an ink stamp option for cloud cover. All right, so here's our little tag greeting. We did our backpack and our pencil earlier. We're almost done, you guys. I've been very chatty today. Do you know what the new joining special is? Yes. Okay. New demonstrators get a starter kit, $99, free shipping, includes a paper pumpkin kit, right? So all the usual deal, but instead of $125 of product, you choose $165 in product. So a nice bonus and a flexible bonus. They're not choosing for you what product. You get to choose at this time. So I am very, very thrilled with the join promotion. New join promotion coming. That's the details. I hope that many of you will become kitchenettes with that great flexible pick your own, choose your own adventure of product join promotion. That information is going to be added to our social media and email and everything. I don't remember when. We've got it all scheduled to go out. So I'm glad you asked. There's definitely a join promotion coming, and it's a good one. So if you've been thinking about joining, it's a great time. It doesn't start until the new catalog, so don't worry, you got a little bit of time still to make your wish list. All right, I need to find my embellishments and get some more comments here. These are transparent adhesive back dots, and they're on Last Chance. I looked, but I don't know if they're available right now. Things change pretty fast on that Last Chance list. So I like these little white ones, the kind of milky white ones, but any dingles will do. Any dingle will do. And I'm also going to put a dimensional behind this tag. Mary says, I love border collies, but we're a boxer family and just keep getting boxer pups. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I had no experience with dogs at all. Never had a dog. But I told my friend Lou what I was looking for. You know, that I wanted a smart guy that could help me with chickens. So none of the breeds that would go for chickens. I wanted, and I gave her a few different breeds that we were considering, and she was like, you know, we've got this border collie, and he's just really awesome. So I didn't really pick him or pick border collie necessarily. I just got exactly the right dog for us. You know, he's so good with the chickens, you guys. He's yeah. We did have a little problem today. He dug a hole right at the gate next to the fence. So I can't let the chickens out again until we fill the hole. Because it's right at the gate and the chickens will be able to go right underneath the gate now. What's the joint promotion? I missed it. It is $99 for your starter kit. You pay tax on the $99, but no shipping. And choose $165 worth of products. So it's a really good time with the new catalog coming to grab your wish list and join up for a great price. Get a lot of great new product for a good price. And if you love it, you keep placing orders through yourself, maybe share with some friends and get your 20-25% discount. If it doesn't work for you, nobody's coming to take your starter kit. So if you've thought about it, don't hesitate. Anybody who hears the sound of my voice, if you've thought about the Stampin' Up! Starter kit, don't hesitate with this promotion that's starting. If you're not interested in the starter kit, then don't miss double Stampin' Rewards tomorrow and Saturday. Okay, you do not want to miss those double Stampin' Rewards. It's an amazing time for shopping. But if you've thought about joining, jump on with the join promotion that's coming later this, or just a little while, just a few days. Those embellishments are low inventory and on sale for $6.40. Hey, thanks, Jan. I'm glad that they're still available. I love these. And if you look at it with the garden green, they're really good Halloween embellishments too. That Blackberry Bliss and Lemon Lime Twist and Ghoulish White. Grab these for Halloween. Okay, before they're gone. Tony says, love these boxes, of course. All right, so here's our little box from today. And our Giant Smarties. If you guys have any questions about the project, you can reach out, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. If you make this little box, come share it in the craft social. If you share a picture of it and, you know, anything you want us to know about your treat box between now and Tuesday, May 6th. Then it felt really weird to say May. Between Tuesday, May 6th, now and Tuesday, May 6th, then you will be in consideration for Prize Patrol. Thanks for restarting the join promo. I'm multitasking, typing meeting minutes and from the meeting that happened yesterday. So this is really taxing my brain. That would tax my brain too. No problem. And look out for it in the blog and in the email. I don't know if, I think it's all scheduled to go Monday. Oh, Anne would know better than I do. My team's got it all prepared and ready to go. Let's see. Tony says, sorry I had so many interruptions. What did you put in your box? The Giant Smarties. And there's a link to them on Amazon if you want the Giant. Look at how big those are. Perfect for teacher appreciation, right? Or for your students. This would be cute for like preschool too. or lower grades, like if you wanted to do them for all your students, teachers, this would be good to give to the kids at the end of the year with the Smarties and tell them have a good summer, Smartie. But definitely a fun little treat. If you have not seen the Giant Smarties, they're pretty fun. Happy May Day to you too, Melanie Foyt. Thank you. I forgot about May Day. I did tell Violet as she was tipping over the couch to help straighten out the couch cover. Said, you can do it. May the 1st be with you. She goes, Mom, that's May the 4th be with you. I think May the 1st be with you is good too. Oh, goodness. Super cute school little box. I'm glad you like it, Linda. We have everything for the blog post ready to go except for me reading my instructions and editing them. So it won't be long before this is available for you on the blog. If you click the link right now, you'll see page not available or something like that. But it's coming soon. There will be a project sheet with a printable template, measurements, step-by-step instructions, everything you need to make this project. Go get it after sometime this afternoon. Don't forget to let me know if you want In Color Club links, because if you join the In Color Club and pay, whether you do a bundle or you do monthly, between now and Sunday, you're going to get some extra little special gifts at the end of In Color Club. For joining fast and staying to the end, I'm going to send some extra little gifts. So just think about that and let me know if you've got any questions. Email me and tell me what level you want to join at, and I'll send you a specific link, or email me and ask for the links and flyers, and I can send you the links and flyers. Let's see here. Tony says, just a few days early. You're practicing, tell her. Was practicing for sure, but I thought it was so appropriate. She was trying to tip the couch over to fix the cushion covers, and I thought May the 1st be with you was a really good answer. Donna says, I love your boxes. Thanks, Donna. Have a good day, my friend. I see you have to run. What fits in the boxes? I think you got that. Did you get that? This Smarties link is in the description below if you guys want to see them on Amazon. Let's see, I think, Corina says, the cake fits. It's a tight fit lengthwise, but it'll close with room on each side. Did you make one while we were hanging out here, Corrine? Corrine, you are too much fun. You got to join us in the craft social. Share your box, okay? Once you get it all decorated up, I'll be looking for it. Let's see. I think I got you guys all. All right, just a reminder again at the end, I talked about this in the beginning, I will not be live tomorrow. I know, I'm going to miss you guys a lot, but Stampin' Up! Is having a demonstrator event in Hobart, Indiana, and I'm going because I got in on the wait list at the very last minute, so I will not be here live tomorrow. I'm sorry to say, but I will be back next Friday. Let me look at the date for next Friday. I think I will be back next Friday. That's the 9th. Yeah, I'll be back Friday the 9th at noon. All right? If you guys need anything, just reach out. You might see a little bit more of me, 5th, 6th there, and emails and stuff as we're launching new catalog and the samplers and stuff. But I will definitely be here unless something crazy happens, like I get in at the last minute on a wait list. But look out for me May 9th at noon. Patty says, love this color. Maybe can handle the box, maybe. I'm so bad with boxes. No, Patty, this one's an easy one. Nice and skinny. Give it a try. Let us know how it works out. Let's see. Corrine says, thank you. And yes. All right. I will see you in the craft social then. All right, my friends. Thank you for joining me today. I hope that you love the box and you'll give it a try. Come join us on the craft social. It's our challenge. Get your Stampin' Up! Supplies, any paper, any bundle, any theme. Show us what fits inside the box if you use a different treat. The post should have been scheduled about the same time I went live. So check it out and I will see you guys next week. Reach out to me with any any questions about Paper Sampler or In Color Club, okay? I'm here and I'll talk to you soon.